All right, hello and welcome to a session of FitEssentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. After we do a couple breathing exercises and a couple of stretches here, we're going to be doing some step-ups in our first circuit today. So if you have a step stool or a staircase nearby that you can practice some step-ups, we'll be utilizing that today. And that's about all the equipment you'll need, minus like a chair or kind of like a side table for some elevated work. Let's go ahead and come on up to our feet and we'll get started. All right, as you come to your feet, go ahead and walk your feet in so that they have all 10 toes pointing straight ahead. The feet are going to be just underneath the hips, and then you're going to give a soft bend to those knees. Check in with your midline. Make sure you're not arched to the back. Think about pulling your belly button in towards your spine and rocking your hips back. From there, as we breathe in, we're going to circle the arms around. Bring your forearms and palms together. And then gently exhale, pull the belly in a little bit more, bow down, pull the chin in towards the chest. Good, we're gonna go 3 cycles of breathing here. You're gonna breathe in, lift the chest, divide the arms, turn your head up towards the sun. Think about opening your heart here to the sky. Good, and then exhale, tuck it down and in. 2 more on your own. Breathe in, lift up out of those hips. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Beautiful. And then bow down and in. 1 more time. Lift, open, squeeze the glutes. Divide those shoulders. Good job. Final exhale. Try to breathe out a little bit more than normal. And on that next inhale, lower your hands to your thighs and stand up nice and tall. Great job. Walk your feet out a little bit wider. Keep that soft bend in those knees. And now we're going to lift those arms up to the side. Going to get some movement through that upper body here. A little Egyptian arms, 1 palm down, 1 palm up, and just slink your body side to side. Good. Think about shoulders down, neck as long as you can. Awesome. Couple more each way. Nice, smooth breathing. And go ahead and rest those arms down. Good job. Next, we're going to roll the shoulders. You're going to think about bringing your shoulders up and into your ears and roll the shoulders back and down. Up and in and back and down. We'll get a little bit of movement through the upper arms to help, or the lower arms rather. Kind of switch up which arm comes on top. There you go. Just a nice, smooth cycle. Good. Let's get 1 or 2 more. Up and across and up and down. Fantastic. From there, walk the feet in just a little bit more. Bring all 10 toes back to pointing straight ahead. We're going to get that soft bend in the knees, midline strong. We're going to start with the arms crossed over the shoulders. From here, you're going to stay as tall as you can. Draw the shoulders back and then bowing forward at the hips. It's called a waiter's bow. You draw the belly in towards the spine, bowing down, and then push through your feet, squeeze the glutes and stand. Very nice. So you want to practice broad chest, long spine, bowing down, and stand. We're going to go 3 to 5. So 1 to 3 more. Taking your time. Ideally, as you bow forward, you'd like to feel it like in the back of your thighs, in the hamstring area. Very good. I'm going to go 1 more time. As I stand tall, lift up out of those hips. Keep that soft bend those knees as I look down, bowing down, and then straight up from there. Fantastic. From here, let's go ahead and make your way to your step stool. Or bring it into the area. We're going to be doing our step ups where we're going to do all the reps on 1 leg, and then we'll be doing a little bit of movement through the hips in between sides. So sometimes it helps if you kind of have the step behind the couch or somewhere that you can stabilize with. We're going to start on your right leg. So you're going to pick your right leg up, place the foot up on your stair, and you're going to keep this foot elevated on the stair throughout the exercise. Either support your upper body or reach those arms straight up. When you're ready, you're going to drive your foot straight down into that step. Open the hips, standing tall. Good. And then reach the arms out or support your upper body as you step up and back with that left foot. Keep that right foot on your bench. Reach the arms out. Drive that foot down. Open the hips and stepping back. So a couple of things that we're really paying attention to here. 1, the knee. The knee tends to drop in as we step up, and sometimes it will drop in as you step down. So pay attention. The more you push that big toe into your step, the more stable you're going to have for the ankle and the knee right up through. Good job. 1 more time. Up, stand tall, and down and rest. Good job. Bring that right foot off the step. Give yourself a little bit of space, and then we're gonna do our hip circles next. Nice and smooth, circle through those hips, 3 to 5 in one direction. There you go. And then take a switch it around, 3 to 5 the other way. Excellent. From the hip circles, we're gonna go back to your step. This time we'll work on that left leg, same idea. So as you make your way back to your step, you're gonna pick your left foot up, get as much of your foot on the step as you can. If you can get your whole foot up there, that's great. Reach the arms out or support the arms. And when you're ready, drive that left foot down, standing tall, paying attention to what's going on at the knee. And you're stepping on and off with the right. Left drives down, open the hips, and sitting back. Good job. While we're focused on the knee, we also want to pay a little bit of attention to what's going on at the hips. Sometimes our hips will tend to drop out to the side as we lower down or as we stand. Good. Couple more. Push that foot down. Keep that chest tall. Sinking back. Good. One more time. Drive it down, lift, and go ahead and lower. Fantastic. Coming away from the step, we're going to work some cross crawl patterns next. So set the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Bring the arms out to the side. We're going to go our windmills first. So you're going to bow forward, reaching across towards that opposite knee. Squeeze the glutes and stand. Yes. Long spine, reaching over, standing tall. You'll spend 30 seconds here, and then that will conclude our first of 3 rounds. Over and up. Good. Over and up. If you want a little bit more flexibility work, you can look to reach a little bit farther each time, kind of going below the knee to the shin or wherever your body says, all right, that gives me a good stretch. Let's get 1 or 2 more. Over and up, down, and rest. Good job. Once you finish that last windmill, walk it out, grab a drink of water. We'll be back here in about 30 seconds. Fantastic. As you grab a drink, we're going to start back with that waiter's bow. So practicing that hinging of the hips. So you're going to walk your feet right about hip width apart. We did the over the shoulders on the first round. If you want to open your upper body a little bit more, you'll bring the hands behind the head. Draw the chin in, soft bend the knees, and then when you're ready, draw the belly in, long spine. You're going to bow forward, looking down towards the floor, push through your feet, squeeze the glutes and stand. That's it. Tall chest, long spine, down and up. We're going to practice this about 30 seconds, typically about 5 reps, moving with control. Good. Over and up. Excellent. Let's go about 1 more. Send those hips back, say hello to those hamstrings, and then standing all the way up. Wonderful. Shake out those arms, making your way to your stair. Right foot this time. Very nice. Standing tall. You're going to pick that right knee up. Place as much of that right foot on the stair as you can. When you're ready, either resting the upper body to use it or reaching the arms straight out. Here we go. Push that foot down. Open those hips, standing tall. And then watch the knee. Watch the level of the hips. That right foot's going to stay on your stair throughout. Up and open. Stepping down. Fantastic. Building that strength. Obviously, we use our step-ups to climb stairs. We also use our step-ups so we get in and out of the cars, especially if it's like a little bit higher car, getting in and out of a van or truck. Very good. That's 30 seconds. We're going to work for about another 15. Keep the knee engaged, very engaged, in line with the hips, watching from it dropping in. Fantastic. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Standing tall up on that step. Beautiful. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Stepping away from the stairs. Walking those feet out about hip width apart. We did hip circles last round. This time we're going to practice some figure 8s. So just imagine we're going to try to outline a figure 8 with those hips. Feel like you're kind of swaying a little bit. You can either hold the hands on the hips or you can just reach the arms out and away. All right, I was leading with my right hip, probably your left, and now I'm going to try to go the other way. So try to reverse that figure 8. Ooh, good. Smile if you feel awkward. And 3, 2, 1, and rest from there. Good job. We're going to make our way back to the step for our second round of step ups, this time with your left foot. Standing nice and tall, pick that left foot up as much as your foot as you can on the bench. 2, 1, here we go. Drive that heel down, really push into the stair. So you're going to generate that power to drive your body up. Controlling down, taking note, feeling, does my knee tend to drop in as I step up and lower down? Commonly so, but now when you bring some awareness to it, you can start to correct that motor pattern. Start to train your body to move a little bit differently. Excellent. Good job, Shirley. Chest tall, reaching out, driving that foot down, standing all the way up, reaching back. Very nice. About 10 seconds left, a couple more reps. Standing tall, sinking back, and final time. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, last time we did those windmills. You're welcome to stick with that windmill exercise. If you want a little bit more balance with that cross crawl, we'll start to pick one foot up off the ground and reach your arm across from there. So practicing your balance, you'll pull everything up and in, stepping, reaching the hand to the opposite leg, or you can keep your feet on the ground and repeat that windmill. Mainly what we're focused on here is bringing the hands across the body to the opposite leg. Good. Practicing that balance and that cross crawl pattern. So when we cross the midline of the body, we work different sides of the brain. 10 seconds left. Good. And 2, 1, and take a rest. Good job. 30 seconds. Grab a drink. Take it through one more round. All right, we're gonna go back to that waiter's bow. You can also turn it into a little bit of a good morning. If you wanna hold a light weight, you can pick up a light weight and hold it right underneath the chin. From there, whether I have a weight underneath my chin or I cross my arms over my shoulders or behind the head, soft bend those knees, draw the abdomen in, and then when you're ready, long spine, we're gonna bow forward, looking down, push through your feet, squeeze the glutes and stand. Good job. Really long shoulders back, bowing at the waist, trying to practice. Sometimes we tend to bend through the spine, so you want to hinge at the hips, squeeze the glutes from there. Good, halfway through. 2 or 3 more. Over and up, good job. Draw the belly in, hold strong through the midsection as you bow forward. Last one, and 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. If you were holding a weight, set that down, and we're going to our step ups on the right leg. You'll place that right foot up on the stair, draw those shoulders back to have a nice tall chest, and when you're ready, pushing that foot into the step, opening the hip, controlling down. Oops, we keep that foot up there. I almost did it wrong. Keep the foot on the stair throughout, noting the knee position, noting the hip alignment. You want to keep those hips nice and level with the shoulders. Good job. As you drive your heel into the step, trying to kind of push your big toe down as well. Pushing down, driving tall. Excellent. And then just notice your comments. Sometimes when we find ourselves doing something wrong, we'll get really critical of ourselves. But just bring that awareness, but bring some softness to it as well. Last one, and take a pause. Good job. Bring that right foot off the bench. Coming back to our figure 8s. Feet about hip width apart, chest nice and tall. And let's lead with the right hip this time. Swinging it through, nice and smooth. Trying to make like a little infinity sign with our hips. Just like imagine my belly button trying to like trace. Good, reverse direction. See if you can kind of lead the other direction. Kind of reminds me when you do those like online signatures, and they're like, just draw your signature with the keypad. And you're like, okay, it looks nothing like my signature, but hey, it's a little scribble on the page. Making your signature with your hips here. And go ahead and rest. All right, we just got to finish out left leg on the step ups and our cross crawl pattern to finish. So stand up nice and tall, lift that left leg up, place that whole foot up there if you can do it. And 2, 1, here we go. Eyes up, chest up, drive that left leg. Controlling down, watching the knee, watching the hips. Extend that hip all the way, midline strong. Beautiful. Keeping that strength, building strength, 1 rep at a time, pushing through, sinking back. Excellent. Sometimes we got to stay connected to why we do this. It's not always exciting to train the same movements over and over, but we're working to maintain independence and confidence in our bodies. Good job. 10 seconds left. Keep our body vital and strong so we can enjoy some adventures of life. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. If your balance is feeling really stable today, stay tall. We're going to go knee to the opposite elbow. If you're feeling a little bit off balance today, join me in the chair. We're going to do our cross crawl, either seated or standing with that elbow to the opposite knee. And then we're going to do some stretching right after this as well. So here we go, either standing tall or sit up nice and tall. You're going to bring your arms out to the side. And then when you're ready, you're going to stay tall through your upper body. Try to pick that knee up and bring the elbow across. Try to touch that elbow to the opposite knee. Good. So working those hip flexors here as well. Elbow up and across, knee nice and high. Very good. Shoulders back and down as you come up to seated or standing. Kind of reestablish that posture. And bring it across. Good. We're going to go a little bit longer on this last round. 20 seconds left. Staying patient. Draw the belly in. Good. 10 seconds. Up and across. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Lower those arms down, shake them out. If you did do that last exercise standing, go ahead and join us in the chair. We're going to do a couple stretches from seated. All right, so we're going to do some spinal twists to start. So sit up nice and tall. Let's take your left hand. You're going to reach across to the right thigh. If you'd like to cross this leg over, you can, or you can keep both feet flat. Sitting tall, I'm going to pull my left hand into my right thigh. I'm going to take my right hand up to this right shoulder. As you pull into that thigh, you're going to turn the head and neck, looking over that right shoulder. And now we'll make backwards circles with the elbow. So then imagine I have a little like volleyball, like hovering here by my shoulder. I'm just going to trace the outline of the volleyball. Breathing in through the nose, trying to lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to gently rotate, turning the head and neck. Breathe in, sit tall, and gently exhale as you rotate. A couple more. And rest. Good job. If you did choose to cross the legs, let's go ahead and uncross the legs. In between sides, we're going to do our seated cat-cow. So readjust as needed. You want to make sure that you can sit up nice and tall, both feet flat on the ground. You're going to bring your hands like you're just trying to set them right over top of the knees. Inch right back. All right, as you exhale, roll the shoulders forward, draw the belly in as you lower the head towards the chest. And then inhale. Lift the chest, draw the hands up your thighs like you're trying to bring them into the pockets of your legs. Do you have any pockets in your pants? And then exhale, roll those shoulders forward, chin down to the chest. We're going to go between 3 and 5 times here. Inhale, sitting tall. Lift the head towards the sky. Exhale, rolling forward. Do a nice stretch in that mid back. Couple more. Good, last one. And rest there. Very good. From here, go ahead and take your left hand, bring it across the body to the outside of the right knee. Sit tall and just ever so gently. I want you to push your left hand into the right knee. Don't worry about the shoulder or anything. Just lift up and turn your head. Get a nice stretch into the side of the back on the left. That's where I feel it on this one anyhow. You might feel it a little bit differently if you're stiff elsewhere. And then release there. And then you're going to take your right hand onto that left thigh. Sit tall, push, and rotate here. We'll do the shoulder rolls on the opposite side just a second. A little bit different variation here of the twist. And relax there. All right, let's balance the body out with that full stretch that we did at the beginning. So it's gonna be left hand to your left shoulder, right hand to the left thigh. Option if you cross the leg on the first side to cross the leg over again here. And then what are we gonna do as we breathe in? Sit tall. So sit as tall as you can. Breathing in, turn the head and neck, looking over that left shoulder. And then here we go, starting those elbow circles. Imagine that imaginary, counterproductive there. Visualize that imaginary volleyball just hovering there down from the ceiling or sky. And your job is to try to trace the outline of that volleyball with your elbow. Inviting that shoulder blade to move throughout, breathing in, sitting tall. Exhale, pull yourself a little bit more into that twist. Do one more breath. Nice deep breath in. Gently breathe out, looking over that left shoulder, and come on out of it from there. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna do one more stretch from seated, and then we'll make our way up to standing. We have a little bit of overhead work in the next piece, so let's open up the shoulders a bit more. Draw the chin in, take your right hand, reach it straight up in the air, reaching up, good. And then as you pull that chin in, bend the elbow. Good job. Use your left hand, reaching up and across, grab that elbow best you can, and pull it back behind. Get a nice little stretch here on the side of the arm. So sitting tall, pulling it back, breathe. You feel solid through your feet. And if you want to add a little gentle side bend, you can gently bend your body away from the side you're stretching. Breathe in, come back to center, lengthening through the spine, and then gently exhale, taking it to the side. Good. One or two more. Breathing in, lengthening, and then gently exhale. Very good. Relax those arms down. Shake the arms out in between sides. Careful if you have armrests on your chair. All right, fantastic. And then we're gonna go same thing other side. So now your left arm, draw that chin back in. Reach your left arm straight up in the air. There you go, bend the elbow. Pull the chin in, reaching around. And then same thing, opposite side. Pull the elbow back to start. Staying tall. And then from here, if you want to add that side bend ever so slightly, bend away from the side that you're stretching. Keep pulling that chin in. Side bend. Lengthen. Good, one more. Bend. Lengthen and relax them down. Whew, good job. Shake out those shoulders. Alrighty, instead of shaking them out to the sides, we're gonna raise them straight out in front, bringing both arms up. Good. And then lower them down. Twice more. Long arms, reach them out, pulling them up to overhead. Wonderful. And down. And last time. Chin draws in. Keep the belly pulled in as well. Try not to arch the back. Reach and lower and come on up. All right, let's find some water. As you make your way back up, we're going to go into our next series. If you have some dumbbells nearby to use a little bit of weight, we're going to hold some light weights for the next piece. All right. So we're going to take that hinging work that we did in the first circuit. We're going to put it to practice with a little bit of weight here. So we're going to start with the weight in your left hand. You're going to walk your feet about hip width apart. We call it a sumo stance. So feet a little bit wider. Draw the belly in, soft bend those knees, and then bring your weight so it's just right in front of the hips here. Good. With that soft bend of the knees, when you're ready, you're going to pull the belly in, hold that shoulder back, and then I'm just going to lower it down right about knee height, maybe mid-shin, and then squeeze the glutes and stand. So it's very similar to that waiter's bow, but now I'm lowering that weight down in one arm, bringing it right between the legs, squeeze and stand. Excellent. Draw that shoulder back, hinging at the hip. Straight up from there. Good. 10 seconds. Couple more. Long spine, looking down. I know I'm not the best example here. Trying to watch those of you that are here live. That's it. Last one. Over and straight up. Fantastic. Go ahead and set that weight down. Shirley, I don't know if you can tilt your screen just a little bit forward towards you so I can see a little bit more of your body. You can't tilt it, no worries. The next exercise you're going to do is with or without weights. We're going to be doing an alternating overhead reach. So if your shoulders tend to be a little bit stiff, Maybe you don't want to use any weights, just want to reach and stretch. If you do want to add a little resistance training to that overhead reach, you can hold a dumbbell or water bottle in each hand. You're going to bring those weights up to the shoulders. So when you're ready, we're going to go one arm, reaching up, trying to bring that weight or your hand right over top of the head. Elbow comes forward as you lower down. Exhale, reach it up. Elbow forward, bringing that weight back down to the shoulder. Good. Very nice. Keep those weights up at the shoulders throughout. Yep, so really try to hold it a little bit higher. That's good. And on your left hand, if you can, keep that weight up at the shoulder. There you go. Push high, control down, about another 15 seconds here. And try not to lose that awareness of the lower body and midline. So try to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your booty as you move. Good. Reach and lower. One more. Push it up, bring it down, and rest. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go back to the single arm deadlift. This time you're going to pick the weight up in your right hand. So you're going to hold the weight in your right hand, walk those feet back out to that sumo stance. So just outside the hips, draw the belly in, nice and neutral through the middle, soft bend in those knees, and then when you're ready, holding that weight close to your body, lowering down and straight up. Very good. Shoulder back, chest tall, long spine as you lower. Squeeze that booty, stack the shoulders right over top of the hips. Very good. Down and up. Excellent. 10 seconds. Moving with control. Over and up. Nice. And one thing about setting that shoulder blade back, so pull the shoulder back against you as you lower. And stand and take a rest. Fantastic. Set both weights, or set that weight down. Clear space just a little bit. We're going to do some side steps with a little bit of clap to open the chest. So you're going to start by having your feet relatively close to one another. Reach those arms out straight in front of your body, hands together. And now it's going to be like the hungry, hungry hippos from the side. Step it out, open the shoulders. Good. Step it in and close the hands. Yep. So as I step wide, I open. And as I close it down, I clap. Good. Find that rhythm. Open and close. Shoulders back and down. Nice long neck throughout. Squeezing those shoulder blades together as you open. Good. And smile as you move. Good. Couple more. Side step. Close it down. Last one. Open, close, and rest. Awesome. All right, let's grab a drink of water. We're going to go through that series one more time, starting back with the deadlift, weight in the left hand. So you can stick with that same weight you've been using. If you have anything a little bit heavier that you feel comfortable to utilize, you can go get that little bit heavier weight. I'm going to use my trusty kettlebell here. So I'm going to pick it up with both hands. I'm going to walk my feet a little bit wider than my hips, have that soft bend in the knee, and now I'm going to hold the weight only in my left hand. When you're ready, draw the belly in, sending those hips back, bring it to about the height of my knees or mid-shin, squeeze the glutes and stand. And depending if you have like a taller weight and you have that range of motion that you can keep your back flat and go all the way to the floor, that's excellent, but don't force it. Push those knees out as you bow forward. Squeeze and stand. Good. 10 seconds. Over and up. Nice. Okay, one more. Over, bowing down. Squeeze the glutes, standing tall. And take a pause. Fantastic. Back to our overhead reach or overhead press, alternating arms. So either make a fist with your hands or pick up some light to moderate weights. All 10 toes pointing straight ahead. If you are using weights, or even if you're not, try to point your elbows straight forward. And then when you're ready, we're going to elevate one hand up to overhead. Elbow comes forward as you lower it down, and then that other side. Nice. You've heard me say it before. If you've been here before, overhead press is the only time I'm going to encourage you to elevate that shoulder, trying to bring your shoulder up towards your ear. Nice. Gently blow the air out as you reach up. Still trying to squeeze that booty, engage that midline of your body as you move. Beautiful. Excellent. Keep those arms reaching up, controlling down. 10 seconds. Maybe one or two more. Up and down. drive high, lower down, and take a pause. Awesome. We're going back to that single arm deadlift, this time with the weight in your right arm. So back to whichever weight you were using. This will be our last time through of the hinging pattern today. Walk those feet outside the hips, holding that weight in the right hand, soft bend in those knees, and then when you're ready, long spine as you bow down, looking down towards the floor, squeeze the glutes, standing tall. Very nice. Chin in, looking down. Think about lifting up out of your hips before you start to bow. So I want to stand tall, elongate through that spine, and then start to bow forward. Excellent. Doing great, Shirley. There you go. Over and up. Good. Last one. Midline strong. Bowing down and standing all the way through. Fantastic. Go ahead and set that weight down. Clear your space. We're going to go back to that side step. And this time we're going to pretend we have an imaginary hurdle there. So I'm going to reach my arms out to the side, and it can be a really low hurdle. It doesn't have to be high. Practice that balance, pulling up through your midline, squeezing those shoulders back, and then just nice and controlled. Picking the knee up, setting it down. Good. Then depending upon your confidence level, depending upon your comfort, you can start to pick the knee up a little bit higher, up and across. 10 seconds left. Over and back. Good. Good opener through the hips. Good balance work. And keeping that ability to step up and over. Good job. Last time. Over and back. And take a rest. Awesome. All right, back to the water. And then let's go back to, let's stay standing for a minute here. I almost gave you a break off the hands, off the feet. All right, with that soft bend in the knees, try to bring the hands behind you, behind the back stretch. Grab onto those hands, draw the shoulders back, lift that chest. And breathe here. Good job. Keep pulling those arms up towards the sky. One more breath. Release the hands. Bring them back to the front. We're going to do a toe touch. So walk those feet in, all 10 toes, pointing straight ahead. Draw the belly in, chin down to the chest, and just nice and controlled here. Sliding the hands down the legs, just as far as you are confident, as far as you can, or until you get a nice little gentle stretch into the back of the body. Good. Breathe 2 to 3 times once you start to feel that stretch. On that next breath, when you're ready, gradually lower the hips back underneath you and come back up to the top, one segment at a time. Fantastic. And I missed our torso rotations on that last circuit, so we'll go ahead and do it together now. Walk your feet outside the hips, stay nice and tall. Start by bringing your arms out to the side, and then we're going to bring them together in the front, interlacing those fingers. Fantastic. With that soft bend of the knees, you're going to imagine that you're just going to pull that arm across the body, start to rotate your body, looking over one shoulder. And that soft bend in the knees so you don't over twist there. Come back to the center. Draw those shoulders back down your rib cage. Keep that neck nice and long. And then same thing, other direction. Keeping that soft bend in the knee, pulling the arm across. Breathing in, come back to center. Long spine, tall chest. One more time each way. Good job. Back to center. Second time, second side, over. And back to center. All right, awesome job. We have one more circuit. We're going to be doing 2 rounds through. We're going to be starting with either an elevated push-up, or you can also hold a plank. So we're going to work the upper body a little bit differently this time with an upper body push. So when you're ready, you're going to walk your feet back. You can go on the side of the couch. You can use a table or a countertop. I'm going to utilize this chair here. I'm going to place both hands down, walking the feet back. You want to come into the top part of a push-up. So you can hold right here throughout, holding nice and strong. If you want a little bit more challenge through your shoulders, you can start to draw the elbows back, draw the shoulders back, lowering your chest down towards your surface, and then drive through your hands, pushing away. Good job. Midline strong. Still try to engage the booty. Try not to let those hips drop down. Yep. So Shirley, think about lowering your chest down, keeping the hips up. That's better. Pushing away. Excellent job. Broad chest. Make sure you don't have any pain in the front of the shoulders. And then push, drive, drive, drive. Fantastic. Give me one more if you're up for it. Chin in, controlling down. Everything tight and drive away. Awesome job. Go ahead and walk those feet in. Coming up to standing. We're going to do a march next. If you want to hold some light weights, you can turn it into what we call a farmer's march. We're going to pick some weights up, draw the shoulders back. I'm going to turn my palms forward to help with the posture. So if my palms are facing away, I tend to round my shoulders forward. Turn those palms forward, lift the chest, and when you're ready, marching in place. Or if you have a safe area, you're not going to trip on anything, you can move around your space. Otherwise, just stay right here with me. Chest up, shoulders back. Breathe. Good. 10 more seconds. Working some grip strength here as you're holding some weights. A lot of posture practice. And 2, 1, and rest. All right, set those weights down if you chose to use those. You're going to go back to the surface that you did your push-ups, and we're going to do some, we call them elevated burpees. So when you're ready, what that's going to be like is you're going to place both hands down, walk your feet back so you come to the top of the push-up, then you're going to step your feet in, squeeze the glutes, reach up high to overhead. Then you'll come back down, step the feet back. That's your bottom position. And you step up, reach high to the ceiling. That's your top position. We're going to go 30 seconds from here to practice. Good job. We call these elevated burpees. So as you stand tall, smile, reach the arms up. It's a great day to be alive. Reach down, step back. Starting to build that positive self-talk with yourself. Thanking your body for what it can do. Trying to quiet that critical voice. We all have one, that little devil on our shoulder. Criticizing ourselves, kicking ourselves, putting ourselves down. So we got to find that angel on the other shoulder, have that voice be a little bit louder than the other. Final breath here, stepping back, stepping up, squeeze the glutes, reach up high, and take a rest. All right, now you get to sit down. Come on into the chair. Our leg extensions is going to be the final exercise of this series, and then we're going to go back through it probably once more, maybe twice. Sitting up nice and tall, as always. Check in with your posture, draw the belly in. You can hold on to the side of the chair if you'd like. Let's start with your left leg. You're going to pick that knee and foot up off the ground, and then when you're ready, you're going to extend that foot, pulling all the toes back towards your face as you extend the knee. Bend the knee, extend the knee. Good. So we're firing this quad. If you find you have any stiffness in your knees, this can be one of the best places to start. Just get some good blood flow through that joint, bending the leg and extending the leg. Good. Watching that you don't arch. Couple more. Bend it back, extend it out, and take a rest. Whew, set it down. That kind of really fires up that hip flexor, so you can use your own hands here. Find the front of the hip, and then kind of use your fingers. Dig in there a little bit, just nice and gentle as you feel. And then you can start to work your muscles. Working your way down the thigh. I'm just kind of using my hands, kind of gripping the side, getting a little blood flow into that area. All righty. And when you're ready there, we're going to sit up nice and tall once again. We're going to do the same thing on your right leg this time. Draw those shoulders back, lift that right leg off the ground. And when you're ready, extending that knee, pull all the toes back towards your face, bend it down and in. Try to keep the leg off the ground throughout. Back and in. Good. Pull the toes back towards your face and bend. Nice. Squeeze that thigh. Relax the thigh. Squeeze the quad. Good. 10 more seconds. Up and down. Good. Last one. Extend it out. Bend it in and rest. Whew, good job. Let's give some self-love to that side. Start right in the front of the hip. Using the tips of my fingers, just kind of relax in that area wherever I was feeling that tension in the muscle. And then I'll start to use more of the palm of my hand as I work down into the quad, onto the thigh. Excellent. So movement helps blood flow. If you're not physically getting up and moving your body, this is also considered movement of the muscle, right? Massage helps move the lymph and all the blood flow and the tissues, keep them healthy. All right, fantastic. Go ahead and make your way up from there. We're going to practice squatting just a little bit, not as like a full-on circuit, but just to open up the hips a little bit more. And then I'm going to take you into that series one final time. All righty, so depending upon your confidence with the squat, you can either set those feet out, don't worry about holding on to anything, or I like to use like a chair, a doorway, something that I can help support my upper body with. From here, when you're ready with the feet a little bit right about hip width apart, just a very slight toe out to help open up those hips. I'm going to keep my chest up, looking straight ahead, and then I'm going to send my hips back as I drive my knees wide. So your chest should be more vertical than all the hinging and bending over work you did. Fantastic. There you go, Shirley. Reach those arms out or holding on. Chest stays as tall as you can, sending those hips back. And then think about, like we practiced with the step-ups earlier, push your feet straight down into the floor. One or two more. Driving yourself into the ground with your feet to drive up. So push down to push tall. Beautiful. And let's go one last one. Sinking back, knees push out, chest stays tall, and then driving straight down, pulling yourself up. Beautiful. All right, let's grab a drink of water, and then we're going to make it back in one more round of those push-ups. Fantastic. All right. When you're ready, place one hand under each shoulder. Draw the belly in. Walk the feet back. If you had anything going on that was painful in the front of the shoulders or in the shoulders while you were doing a push-up, I encourage you to hold the top of the plank. It's also going to help your upper body. Otherwise, if you want to work that push-up position, draw the chin in, and when you're ready, pull the shoulders back. Keep your elbows in fairly close to the sides. Midline nice and strong. So I want to keep the hips level to the shoulders throughout. Very good. Sit. Lift your hips a little bit more, Shirley. Like you're trying to pull them up towards the sky. Yep. Control down. We're halfway through. Another 15 seconds. Pushing up and away. There you go. Keep that belly pulled in towards the spine. We don't want that back to arch. This is what it would look like. We don't want to see that. Up and go ahead and rest. Good job. Stand it up. We have our weighted march next. If you don't want to hold weights, you can also do a march and punch, where you punch across the body as you lift the knee. Otherwise, grab a light to moderate pair of weights. As you stand tall, pull the shoulders back, palms slightly forward, and when you're ready, we'll start our march. 30 seconds here, practicing that weighted, call it like a farmer's march. Imagine we're carrying some pails of water around. You're gonna go water the flowers, some heavy grocery bags. Excellent. Halfway through, breathe, smile, 10 more seconds. Keep lifting your body up out of your hips. How tall can you stand? Moving nice and smooth. And 3, 2, 1, and resting there. Great job. From our weighted march, we go back to those elevated burpees. So set those weights down, shake the arms out. Take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, you'll go to the top of the push-up, hands down, feet step back. And you're going to step up, engage the booty as you pull yourself upright, reach up high to overhead. And that's the rhythm. Down, top of the push-up, walk back, step the feet up, stand tall, reach up for the ceiling. Fantastic. Couple more. Down to support. Midline strong, reach up high, standing tall. Fantastic. Let's go one final time. Step it back, establish that top of the push-up, walk your feet in, squeeze the booty, reach up nice and high. Woo! All righty. Take it back to the chair. We'll finish out with those leg extensions. Here come the neighbors with their yard work. We're almost done. All righty. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to start on your left leg. Draw everything back and in. Pull the chin in. When you're ready, Lift that left knee off the ground and extending the foot. Pull all the toes back towards you. Extending the foot. Well, yeah, foot and knee. Extend and bend. Good. You're gonna rest one hand on the quad. Feel that quad fire. Extend that knee. Good job. 10 seconds. You need to break it all. Just set it down. Make sure the hip flexors aren't going to cramp on you. Last one. And rest. Good job. Let's start down at the knee this time. So I'll come just to the inside of the knee, a little bit of muscle there, and then I'll kind of work my thumbs up the quad. And then as I get into the meatier part, now I'll start to use the whole hand. And just follow it up and in, right into the front of the hip. Ever so gently kind of release some of that area. You can even work your way out to the outside of the hip. I know I've got some really tender spots in there myself today. Oh, the body. All right, give a little pat. You're gonna get ready to finish out that second leg. So if you need to readjust your posture, sit up nice and tall. We're gonna go your right leg to finish. So chin draws in, lift that right leg up off the ground, and here we go. Extend the knee, drawing all the toes back towards your face. Good. Up and down. Good. Halfway. The moment you start to feel self-conscious about if the bottom of your foot is clean. And walking around barefoot with my dog all morning. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo, set it down. All right, once again, we'll start at the bottom of the quad this time. So find the knee, come to the inside of the knee, and you can just start with your thumbs, kind of, oh boy, hit a rock or something at the neighbors. Start to work your way up the thigh. As you get into the meatier part, you can start to use your whole palm, kind of massaging that area. Some good relief. And then you start to use your fingers coming right to the front of the hip. See if you can find any sore spots. Maybe coming to the outside a little bit. And just loosen it all up. Alrighty, once you finish that, give it a nice little pat. A loving pat. Yes, it's normal to feel some jiggle in there. It's the muscle and the skin and all the stuff moving. It all has some fat tissue in there as well. All right, great job. Let's go ahead and finish up with a couple more stretches from seated, and we'll call it a session. We're going to repeat our cat-cow to start. So feet flat on the ground, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start by bringing your hands over top of the knees. After you remember this one, we're going to exhale first. Pull the shoulders towards your ear. Draw the chin towards the chest. And then as you breathe in, slide the hands up the legs. Pull the shoulders back. Proud chest here. Turn the head towards the sky. Good. 3 to 4 more times. Draw everything down and in. Inhale, lift. Roll the shoulders back. Good job. A few more. Wonderful. Final 2. And last one. Hello, Moose. Come on over, buddy. Somebody just waking up from a nap. And sitting tall. Fantastic. From here, we're going to give a little bit of attention to the hips. Let's go glute stretch first. Set your left foot down nice and steady. Sitting tall. See if you can interlace your hands in front of the right shin. Draw that thigh in towards the chest. And let's roll those ankles around a bit. Lift it up, roll it through. Good. Switch directions. From here, cross that foot over the opposite thigh. As you sit tall, hug that leg in. So you're going to think about trying to pull the knee across the body. Looking to feel a little bit in the outer hip here. Shoulders down, chin in. Good. Couple more breaths. Great time to just close the eyes. Feel yourself breathing. Feel your body stretching. And release. We're going to go same thing on the other side. So set your right foot down. Interlace the hands, pick up the left, shoulders back, and ankle circles. Hops and clicks. Good, change directions. Fantastic. When you finish those circles, see if you can get that foot around the opposite leg. Readjust the upper body. Kind of slide the hands to the outside of the knee, sitting tall again. And now we're going to hug that leg in like we're trying to draw your left knee towards your right shoulder. Great time to close the eyes. So you can breathe in through the nose, gently out through the mouth for about 3 breaths here. And release that leg. All right, we're gonna go back to your first leg. We're gonna do one more stretch here, and then one more stretch standing to open up the upper body. Figure 4 from seated. So back to your right leg. See if you can get that foot to sit just above your left knee. From here, as you sit tall, you can use your right hand ever so gently on the left knee. I just wanna open up that outer hip. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. So chin in. Great time again just to relax the eyes, close. Give your eyes a rest. They work hard all day long, especially these days where we are staring at screens for a lot more of our time than, at least when I grew up in the 1980s and didn't have screens like we do now. Just had the big television screen with the dial and the antennas that we had to adjust. Alrighty, go ahead and switch sides. Same thing on the opposite leg. Pulling it up and in. Try to cross it over, sitting tall, and just invite that knee to lower down. It's been over 10 years now, but I can remember I didn't buy a TV for a long, long time. And when I had my first gym, we implemented a new system that we needed like television screens for check-in and this and that. I went to Best Buy and I'm like walking around the store and I'm like, oh, they only have flat screens now. And the salesman just looked at me like he'd probably never even seen the box televisions, but it had been that long since I had gotten a television. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it was only flat screens now. I'm an old soul. All right, go ahead and come out of that stretch. We're gonna make our way up to our feet. If you have a doorway or a wall or a trusty tree, we're gonna open up our chest to finish. Hey, Moose. You gonna come say hello? Someone's tired with the inside out ear. Say hi real quick, Moose. Oh, yeah. All right, you're going to bring your arm up to about shoulder height, about 90 degrees. Plant that forearm against the wall, tree, doorway, ribs down. Step your inside leg forward and then just gently lean into that chest. So opening here. And now we're going to rotate your body away. You can take your opposite arm, reaching out and turn your head and neck. Breathing here. Let's take about 3 to 5 breaths. Ah, that feels wonderful. Very good. When you're ready, we're going to come on off. Same thing, opposite side. Walk around to the other side. Elbow up to 90. Place that hand down. Inside leg steps forward. Pull the ribs down and in as you go to lean into that side. You're going to feel a nice opening in the front of the chest. And then from there, we'll rotate away. Turn the head and neck. And again, about 3 to 5 breaths here, nice and smooth. When you're ready, come out of there. Final stretch. You're gonna stay there at your wall or doorway. Walk yourself away about a foot or so. Place both hands, one on top of the other, right about shoulder height. You can walk your feet back a little bit farther from there, and then we're gonna lower the head between the arms. Pull the belly in as you do so, and then just ever so gently think about lowering your heart or your chest towards the floor without overarching your lower back. And as you breathe, you want to breathe nice and deep in the back of the rib cage. And then as you exhale, lower down just a little bit farther. Breathe in nice and deep, expand, and gently exhale. One more time. and come on out. All right, fantastic job here today, everybody. That's all we have planned for this hour. Moose says, thanks so much for being here. Those that are here live, we're going to cancel classes on Monday, turning 40, and my mom's going to be in town. So we're going to take the day away from technology, and then we'll be back for classes on Tuesday. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thanks so much. Stay hydrated.